Yo, YouTube, today I have for you guys a new Rogue Company tier list. The Hot Rogue Summer Update just came out a few days ago. I haven't done a tier list with Mack yet. I haven't seen many tier lists with Mack. I wanted to do this video earlier, but I've been thinking about it. The game's been changing a lot. It's very, very hard. And I want to preface this video by saying this tier list is for competitive Rogue, it's mainly for competitive Rogue. Demolition is what I'm mainly thinking about when I make this list. But since King of the Hill and Strikeout have been added into competitive Rogue Company, I will be considering those with this tier list, but just keep in mind it's mainly for Demolition. So for those of you that just play like public match strikeouts and team deathmatch, this tier list isn't really accurate for that. It's more for competitive, in which rogues are really good in competitive. So first off, this was hard. Really thinking about the best rogue in the game was hard, but in my opinion, it's Kestrel. And I know you guys are going to be like, wait, Kestrel. And some of you guys are going to be like, wait, A tier, not S tier. I thought about this a lot, man, and I really think there are no S tier rogues in the game right now. I think S tier means it's so elite, everyone picks it, it's so good. Usually S tier rogues or S tier and anything is overpowered. I don't think Kestrel's overpowered. I think Kestrel is really just good. I think she's the most well-rounded rogue in the game right now. She can just do it all. She can play up in your face, she can flank you, she can rat, she has padded steps so she can be super sneaky. She has the drone ability that she shoots the drones at you, which is one of the best abilities in the game. It's so versatile. You can use it to burn trophies. You can use it to hold somebody off. You know, you can use it to get easy kills when someone goes behind a wall in their one shot. It's just, there's so many different ways to use the drones. The ability is amazing. Kestrel's perks are so good. Padded Step, Stalker. The Riptide's one of the better guns in the game. Once you get, you know, the Riptide with the double upgrade, with it being suppressed and stuff, it's just so good. And yeah, man, I just think right now Kestrel is the best rogue in the game, and she can just do it all. Okay, moving on. Second, this one's tough for me, because I'm thinking about, when I think about rogues, I think about what they can do for the team, how good they are individually. Like, Kestrel's not, I mean, she's a good team rogue because the Dahlia can link to Kestrel, and then the Dahlia gets more money too. So she is a good team rogue, but she's also a little bit more on the solo side because Kestrel's kind of like a Slayer rogue. But she's just such a good Slayer that I think she has to be the best in the game. But second rogue, it's tough for me. It's between two, but I think right now I'm going to choose Seeker for the second best right now. You know, he still has the bow. He can still get you intel multiple times per round with the bow. He has the sticky sensors, which are really good for watching flanks, for checking corners. He has the bounce nade as well as Kestrel, which the bounce nade is one of the best lethals in the game. And yeah, I mean, he's just he's a well-rounded rogue that can do it all for you. The Sahara is a really, really good gun, really strong. And yeah, I think Seeker is right now sitting here at the A tier as well. Now, on to the next rogue. I think we're going to go with Dahlia. I think Dahlia has just proven to once again be the superior healer. There was a point in time where I think Saint was making a run, you know, was giving Dahlia a run for her money, but Dahlia is just better, and the reasoning is Dahlia gets the link, and she gets that person's passive, which we all know. There's so many good links for Dahlia right now. Dahlia can link Mack for the 25 extra armor. Dahlia can link Kestrel for the extra money. Dahlia can link Trench for double nades and up to 3 smokes. Like, Dahlia, she can just do, you know, she's just so versatile, and her res is just so much better than the Saint res in my opinion because it's automatic, and once you get the lifeline, it's a 2-second res automatic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just too easy. And then the Objection's a really good gun. The MXR is pretty solid too. So, you know, Dahlia is just a strong A tier. She's a must in almost everyone's rogue comp when it comes to Demolition. You know, you don't see many teams not running Dahlia. Now, fourth. This is going to be tough. I might shock some people with this pick, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go Glitch. I'm going to go Glitch as the 4th best rogue in the game right now. I think that's more so for Demolition than Respawn game modes. In Respawn game modes, he can be good, but I think he's a little bit not quite as good in the Respawn game modes just because his guns aren't great, and yeah, I would just say his guns hold him back in the Respawn game modes, but he's still good. Like, even in Respawn, I would still have him at least in the B tier, and maybe still, yeah, I would at least have him in the B tier in Respawns, but the reason I have him so high up in the A tier is because the amount of intel he gets. I was telling my teammates the other day, I think he's the best intel rogue in the game right now. And I mean, it's true. Ever since they buffed him, ever since they buffed his hack ability, You know, he just gets so much intel. The range of that thing is crazy. You can keep it out the whole round too. Even after you hack somebody, you can still pull out your phone and still see where people are. So it's unlimited intel. He has padded steps, meaning he can be an elite flank player. You know, every other flank character is kind of like guessing a little bit in the sense of like, is someone here? Or you have to rely on your teammates calling 4 people out so you know the flank's wide open. But Glitch, you don't need to rely on your teammates' communications and stuff like that. You just use your fucking GPS or your phone or whatever, and you just see if people are there. You walk up with padded, you don't see anyone on the phone, you keep walking, and you just keep doing that, and you'll know if someone's watching the flank. So, super good for that. He's super good for team pushing. You know, you can hack the other team, and then you guys can all push. Even on defense, if a team's pushing up to the bomb and you see all 4 of them, hack them, you completely thwart their push. You know, Glitch is very versatile right now. He's very... a lot of people are starting to realize how good he is, but I don't think many people realize he's A tier, and I really stand by that. And at least Demolition, I think Glitch is A tier. I think he's insane right now, and you know, I think more and more players are going to continue to play him. All right, moving on to the next rogue. This might be the last rogue I have in the A tier, and then we might have to go down to the B tier. But it is really hard because all the rogues are so close right now, and it's just so competitive. But I have to go with Anvil. I still think Anvil's an elite level rogue. He's good in the respawn game modes, and he's good in Demolition. He's just very versatile. He can kind of do it all. He has the C4. He has trophies, which are very, very helpful, very important. You know, he has really good set of perks. He has tenacity. He has headstrong. He has life drain. All 3 really good perks. The LMG he has is crazy. It goes stupid. You know, and then of course the shield ability. The shield ability can be used for so many different things. The shield retake. The shield retake on defense. When the team plants, putting the shield up and then diffusing. Also, just putting the shield in critical spots to, you know, hold, and you know, it's tough to get through an Anvil shield. You got to really take your time to shoot that thing out and whatnot. And it's just a nuisance, man. The Anvil is just, he's great. He can be used on offense and on defense and demo. Like I said, he can be used in the respawn game modes. He's just he's a great character. I still have Anvil at A tier, and I think we're about ready to move on to the B tier. This is going to be even harder, man. I feel like the rogues are just so fucking close right now. First and the B tier. First in the B tier, I think we're going to go with Fixer. He's definitely not as good as he used to be. You know, his sniper only has 1 shot instead of 2 shots now. You can also see him through his smoke a lot easier when he pops his ability. I'm not sure if it's just as easy to see him through normal smoke or just his ability smoke. But you can see his eyes, like the glare from his eyes, like it's really bright, so you can easily see him when he has his own smoke with his ability, and then you can just shoot him through it. But honestly, I don't know, man. When I see him look at me through regular smoke, I feel like I can't see him sometimes still. And regardless, you know, he has the Deadeye. He still has the Deadeye, which is amazing. He still has the Warrant, which in my opinion is probably the best pistol in the game currently. He has a C4. The ability to see through smoke is still crazy. The only thing is, he's not really a team rogue. He's very individual, kind of like Kestrel in a sense, but even more solo than Kestrel. You know, knowing that he's the only one that can see through smokes. I mean, when there's a bunch of smokes popped and he pops his ability, it's all him. His teammates can't see shit. So he's very individually. He doesn't help the team a ton. He's just, you know, you put one of your best slayers and fraggers on Fixer. If they have a good shot with the DMR with the Deadeye, they're gonna go crazy. You know, he still can change the game. He still can single-handedly win the games for his team. But, you know, you need a strong player to be playing on Fixer to fully utilize him, and that's for sure. Okay, let's move on. I think, man, this is tough. You know, I might have to change some stuff by the end of this, but I think we're going to go with Trench next. I think Trench getting the trip mines is crazy. I think it's huge. One sec, I need some water here. Yeah, I think Trench getting the trip mines is huge. The trip mines are honestly really underrated. Like, you see a lot more kills with them than you'd think. If you're sneaky with putting them down in these little ratty spots, I mean, they can be huge. And then of course Trench has the 2 barbed wires. He has the up to 3 trophies. You know what I mean? He has a good set of perks. He has bounce back. He has tracker rounds, which tracker rounds are still very good. A lot of people don't use them as much anymore, but tracker rounds are amazing once you get into those later rounds, especially. Everyone has a lot of smokes. He's just a great rogue. I mean, the Dahlia, it's such a good link for the Dahlia with her being able to get extra nades and extra smokes. And you know, he's really helpful for the team. He's not a crazy slayer, I wouldn't say, because his guns are MXR and HRM are good, but they're not great for slaying. But man, he does his job as good as any other rogue. He's very useful for the team. He's a great support rogue, man. Trench, I gotta have Trench B tier. All right, moving on to the B tier. This is tough. This is so tough. I feel like so many rogues could go here. I mean, the order might be a little bit messed, but, you know, if you guys disagree with anything I say, feel free to comment down below and let me know what you think, because I don't know, man. This is hard to do, and I'm not even sure. All right, next rogue. I think we got to go with... I think we're going to go with the King of Aping. I think Chalk is the King of Aping in this game. When you're just pushing forward and making, you know, being aggressive, getting in your face, no one does it better than Chalk. He has flashbangs, which are absolutely great for breaching in. He has his ability. He can overcharge to 175 health, or he could self-res if he goes down. So he's great for initiating pushes. He's great for getting stuff done. And yeah, I mean, he's just the best aggressive rogue in the game for getting up in your face and playing fast and catching you off guard. I do notice in the new update, the Hot Rogue Summer update, I haven't been able to do the silent Chalk alt as much. I don't know if it's patched and they didn't say anything about it, because there used to be able to use the Chalk alt silently, which was, I don't think that was intended, but like there was a way to do it. I haven't been able to do it as much anymore, which kind of sucks. You know, it's so loud when you pop the alt, but that's how it's supposed to be. So, you know, can't knock them for if they fixed it, or maybe I just suck and I've been fucking up trying to do it. But yeah, Chalk's very solid. I put him there. All right, moving on. Very, very tough here. Very tough for the next rogue. I'm actually sitting here like, damn, I don't know who exactly to choose. I think we're gonna go with. Man, this is so hard. I think I'm gonna go with Mack next. The reason I'm going with Mack is because his LMG is crazy good. The objection is crazy good. So you give him two of the strongest weapons in the game. He has pretty fucking good perks. He has trophies, which are really useful, obviously. He has grenades, which are really good. His ability, I think, or his passive, not his ability, his passive ability is one of his strongest features. You know, the 25 armor per each, like he starts off with 25 armor. Every time he knocks someone, he gets the 25 armor again. It's just incredible. You know, that link to Dahlia too. You know, when Dahlia links to him, especially in the pistol rounds, so you have two characters with 125 health. That's such an advantage against everyone else with 100 in the pistol round. So, yeah, I mean, Mack's just a beast. His actual ability, the light bomb, it's okay. I feel like it's used as a deterrent a lot of times. People put it up and then the other team gets scared to push. You don't really see a lot of people getting good usage out of it with actually flashing a lot of people and getting a lot of kills. But if used correctly, you know, at the right time, it can get you a lot of kills, because that flashbang lasts for a long time. It feels like you're flashed for an hour. And yeah, Mack's just strong. He's very, very strong. All right, moving on. Moving on from Mack. Man, now I'm really struggling. I think we'll still pay some respect to Vi, as she has definitely fallen a lot on my list in this game, but she's still a strong character, no doubt. She's kind of fallen out of the meta, but on some maps she's still very, very, very strong. You know, the Vi pools are just, you know, they're so great for zoning. They're so great for holding people off. And then she also has an Ensign, you know, like, the utility she has is just crazy. She still has the tear gases too, so she can bait out trophies easily with tear gases. Holding people off, you know, Vi pools, nothing does it better than the Vi pools. You know, if you plant a bomb and she backs up and she has the Vi pools and Ensigns to hold the team off, you know, it's almost a free round win if played correctly. She's good in the respawn game modes too. The Nightshade's one of the stronger weapons in the game. Vi is still overall a very strong rogue. She just isn't super meta right now, but she's still very strong, and you know, you can't disrespect Vi. She's always going to be a good rogue. Alright, moving on. Okay. I'm gonna go with the big Dallas. Dallas, still an elite level rogue. You know, he has padded steps, so he's a great flank character. Every time he pops his reveal, it marks the person closest to you, which is very good, because Seeker Bow, obviously, you know, it has like a radius. So if someone's ratted up in a corner and you shoot the bow, like you don't shoot the bow close enough, you're not gonna reveal them. And then Talon Dart, you know, it's just a small radius, so you have to keep throwing it and picking it up. Whereas if you want to be fast on a push and really figure out, you want to know who's closest to you, Dallas is the best. You know, you just reveal, and it's gonna show you where the closest guy is. It's easy for quick pushes. Dallas is great for flanking as well. Like I said, HRM and the Devotion are both pretty strong weapons. He has an Instant as well, EMPs. I mean, overall, he's just a pretty strong rogue, and you know, he definitely deserves B tier. With his nerfs, he's definitely not as high as he used to be. Like, I think his when he pops his ability, it's only like 3 seconds, and it used to be like 5. But I mean, 3 seconds of revealing someone, you still know where they are. But yeah, moving on to the next rogue, I think we're gonna go with the big Talon. I think you could go either way. Like, some people might say Talon is a little bit better than Dallas. Some might say Dallas is a little bit better than Talon. But nonetheless, you know, I think they both have their purposes. Talon is a lot better for slow, methodical pushes on offense because you can keep checking stuff with the dart, picking it up, putting it somewhere else, and just checking everything. So yeah, Talon is good for that slow, methodical push, feeling people out, really seeing where everyone is, and you know, developing a great push. And Dallas is probably a bit better for just that quick push reveal. You want to know where the guy is, where the first guy is, and then you play for that guy. But Talon's still very, very good. You could argue he's better than Dallas. It's very close. I mean, he has the Deadeye. He has I forget I think it's the LMP, the SMG. It's the same one that Glitch has. It's a pretty good SMG. So he has decent weapons. You know, he has C4 and Flash, which is crazy. I mean, that's probably the best combination of lethal tactical in the game, or close to it. You know, having the Flash and the C4. I mean, that's just crazy. He's a great character. I think he definitely belongs in the B tier. And yeah, everyone loves Talon. Alright. We might have to round out the B tier soon. Yeah, I think we got a couple more rogues in the B tier. I think we'll put Sigrid in the B tier as well. And second. Sorry for these water breaks. I don't really edit. I need to learn how to edit, so there's not gonna be like any cuts or anything. But I think, yeah, Sigrid. I think Sigrid is in the B tier as well, just because she's a nuisance, man. If played correctly, she's a fucking nuisance, bro. She's very good for team pushes. You know, when she pops that shield, she's deadly. She can plant the bombs easy on you with the shield. It's hard to kill her when she's planting with the shield. It's hard to win a one-on-one against her when she has that shield, because not only does she have the shield, but she has the Warrant, which is the best pistol in the game, in my opinion, which is crazy. She also has a Semtex and 2 stims. She's very annoying. She's very good. Only reason I didn't put her higher is because I feel like she's kind of one-dimensional. And you really need to know how to play her well to, you know, to utilize her correctly and get a good performance from her. Because if you just run out with the shield and think you're invincible, you know, you're gonna die. People are gonna shoot your fucking feet, and you know, it's not gonna end well for you. People start chucking incense and shit at you. Like, you still have to be smart with her. But if utilized correctly, you know, she's very strong. I definitely think she's a B tier right now. And yeah, you know, she used to not be utilized much at all. I think now, like, you know, some teams really do like to use her, and you know, rightfully so. She's good. All right, man, this is tough. All right, actually, we'll do one more in the B tier to round it out. I think I'm gonna put Saint. I don't think Saint deserves to go down to C. I do think Dahlia is the superior res character now, 100%. But Saint's still good. I mean, he has the Mamba and the I forget the gun, the MLX Mark IV, I think it's called, some shit like that. Both very good weapons. He has the C4, the smokes, very good utility. I think the reason I put him at B and not A is just simply because his res isn't as good as Dahlia's res. The drone can easily get shot. The drone can get EMP'd. It, like, obviously, like, sticks out. You know, the Dahlia res is just instant. You have to kill. You have to actually fully kill somebody to stop the Dahlia res. Whereas Saint, you know, you could shoot the drone. Also, Dahlia's ability can, when she has lifeline, it takes 2 seconds for her to res when she links someone. Saint's drone, it takes 3 seconds when he has helping hands. So 1 whole second in a competitive demolition game, which can be crazy intense, crazy close, like 1 second could be a huge deal. So I just think Dahlia is overall superior, also with the link and getting, you know, another person's passive. I just think Dahlia's superior, but Saint's still a good res character. He's not like lost and garbage. Some people still utilize him. We still use him on some maps and in comp. And yeah, you know, I think he rounds out the B tier. And I feel bad for all the rest of these rogues because none of these guys are actually trash. But I just feel like they don't quite make the cut for B tier, basically. And I think the first one we're going to put on the list that doesn't make the cut for B tier currently is... We'll go... This is tough. This is tough. We'll go Scorch, though. I used to be a Scorch main. I love Scorch. I'll always have respect for Scorch. But she just kind of fell out of the meta. It sucks to say, but, you know, the Arbitrator got a big nerf a while ago. No one really uses the Arbitrator shotgun anymore. The SLC is still pretty good, but I just feel like there's better rogues that do more than... Like, Scorch doesn't do a ton for the team unless you're trying to, like, you know, get, like, a Dahlia, and, like, the Dahlia links to Scorch, and you're playing, like, shield retake, and you also have an Anvil. Yeah, I mean, she's still good. She still can be utilized. It's not like she can't go crazy and fry, but it just seems like there's better options on a lot of maps than Scorch now. That's really the way I look at it. She's kind of one-dimensional, you know. She's kind of a Slayer, up-in-your-face type of rogue, and yeah, I mean, she's still good. She still could. I mean, honestly, she can be used well in the respawn mode, so you know, she easily could get a B tier. But I really feel like right now in the current state of the game, like, all these other rogues are just a little bit more useful for the team, or, you know, like, better individual Slayers than like a Scorch. And I don't know, you know, maybe Scorch will come back up in the meta a little bit, and maybe I'm sleeping on her right now, but, you know, I just think she's a C tier right now. And also, me putting someone in the C tier doesn't mean they're awful. Like, C isn't bad in this. Like I said, I feel like Rogue is probably the most balanced it's ever been in terms of all the rogues right now. Like, they're all fucking good. They all can be utilized. But, you know, I can't just make a tier list with everybody in the A tier, everybody in the B tier, you know. We gotta separate them a bit. So, Scorch C. And I think next we're gonna go Ronin. I think Ronin's also C. Now, some people love Ronin. I've seen a lot of Ronin lovers, but I personally just... I don't know, I just feel like Kestrel is just so much of a better version of Ronin. Like, Kestrel's drones are so much better than the Ronin knife, in my opinion. The Ronin knife can be good for, like, I guess, like, putting it somewhere, like, on top of, like, a spot where people can't shoot it, like, on a ceiling or something, where people, like, walk in and it, like, might blow up on them. But it's easy to sound whore that. In terms of, you know, using the Ronin knife to kill somebody, it's just super easy to sound whore the Ronin knife. It's hard to actually, like, throw the Ronin knife and actually, like, directly impact people. Some people are really good at it, for sure, but it takes a lot of skill. It's hard to use. AA-30 is a very good gun, but Ronin's perks they're not terrible. Ronin's perks are decent. I mean, she has tenacity. Obviously, she has the smokes, the nades. She's good. I just feel like, once again, like, I just don't think she's overall better than any of the rogues I put above her. You know, if anyone disagrees, feel free. You know, keep in mind this is mainly for competitive demolition. Obviously, I would say, like, in, like, respawn game modes, Trench is kind of ass, to be honest with you. Trench isn't really used in respawn game modes because he's not the best at slaying. And obviously, like, Ronin and Scorch are better, but considering this is, like, 80-90% of it is based on competitive demo, I think Ronin does fall to the C tier, but still can be very useful. Alright, on to the next. I'm actually going Phantom here. I don't know if this is going to shock people or whatnot. I think Phantom's good. Obviously, Phantom has... You could use the Nightshade on Phantom, which is pretty good. Or you could use the Sniper if you're a good sniper. You know, the Phantom Smoke can be very useful. But obviously, the Phantom Smoke is also pretty individual, because if someone's in the Phantom Smoke... If someone's... I just had to shut my window real quick. If someone's in the Phantom Smoke, obviously, you know, only the Phantom can see that. So, you know, it's not like everyone else can see it and they can just spray it. I mean, I guess if the Phantom calls out, like, yo, someone's in my Phantom Smoke, or in the Nano Smoke, everyone can shoot it. But, you know, Phantom's good, but in my opinion, she's not great. You know, the sticky sensors are good, the nades are good, but there's just better alternatives, plain and simple. Like, other rogues are better. I think Fixer... I'm not sold that Fixer's a better sniper character, because Fixer Sniper only has one shot now, too. But I don't know, because Fixer has a better pistol, in my opinion. I think the Warrant is better than the, I forget, but I know Phantom has a suppressed pistol, which isn't bad, but I think Fixer has a better pistol. You You know, Fixer also has the C4, so if people push up on him, he has the good pistol. He has the C4. You know, his ability through the smoke is crazy, so he's pretty versatile in the fact that he can fight up close, he can fight far away. Whereas Phantom is, you know, she's not quite as versatile, and you know, even if you use Nightshade on Phantom, it's just like if you use Nightshade on Phantom, it's kind of like, to me, it's like Vi would just be better. Like Vi is just overall better at that point because Vi has way more utility. So like if you're using Nightshade, why not? I don't know. I guess if you're a great sniper, Phantom might be the move, but I just don't think she's an elite level rogue right now. She's good, but she's not great. To round out the C tier, I'm putting Lancer. This might surprise a lot of people. I used to have Lancer a lot higher, but I just you know, I don't know. I just don't think Lancer's really heavily in the meta right now. There's so much intel right now. Now, I'm pretty sure she shows up on sticky sensors again. I don't know if that's true, so I could be wrong on that. Feel free to correct me. If she does show up on sticky sensors, then she that's bad. Like, obviously, like, a lot of teams run like a Seeker or a Phantom, or definitely like a Seeker. So, you know, if she shows up on the sticky sensors, that definitely isn't good for your team, or isn't good for Lancer. I feel like, I don't know if she should show up on them, but I'm also not 100% sure on that. Nonetheless, though, here's the thing with Lancer. You know, with Trench becoming bigger again with trip mines, people can put trip mines or Ronin knives on the zip line, so it makes it harder for her to hit silent zip line flanks. People have just became more adept at, you know, really watching out for Lancer. You know, if she's not in her boots, you know, you can still reveal her with any of the intel characters. And really, I think what holds her back a lot is just her gun. Her SMG kind of sucks. You know, her shotgun, no one really uses it. Her guns just are pretty bad in my opinion. You know, she still has the ability to get up in your face and catch you off guard. She has the ability to get behind you, to flank you, to be a nuisance on the map. But in terms of consistency, you know, you have to have a really good Lancer that's really aware in order for them to consistently be doing well with her, because her guns are just not that good. I think that's where she is held back. I don't think her abilities or anything suck. Now, I would love for you guys to confirm about the sticky sensors, because right now my question is, when she's in her boots and she runs past the sticky sensor, does it go off? I know it used to, at one point, it would go off, and like it would say like she's revealed, but you wouldn't see her on the map if you were like the person that like your sticky sensor went off. But I've heard that now it'll actually go off and you'll see her. I just don't know if that's true, or if she's immune to sticky sensors in her boots. I don't know. Nonetheless, though, I still have her at C regardless, but I would love to know that. And Dima right now just goes down to the D tier. He falls to the lowest tier in the game. No one uses him in anything. There's just so many better alternatives. He does have a good gun in the KA-30 and the Mamba, both good guns. But he just, his launcher just isn't good enough. It doesn't get kills that often. It's usually really easy to dodge it. Grenades are good. EMPs can be good, but they're one of the weaker, you know, they're one of the weaker fucking lethals / tacticals in the game. So, you know, I don't know. Dima, his perks aren't the best. Like, he just needs some serious buffs to compete. Yeah, I mean, right now this is the tier list that I stand by. You know, I definitely could probably change a few things, and I would love for you guys to, you know, comment and say what you would change. Keep in mind, this is mainly for competitive Demolition. Also, you know, also thinking about competitive King of the Hill and competitive Strikeout a little bit, but mainly demo. And, you know, I really do like this list. You know, like I said, a few things probably could change, but anyways, man, thank you guys for tuning in. I do stream pretty much every single day. Competitive Rogue Company, primarily at twitch.tv/KingPrenade. And, yeah, man, if you guys ever want to tune into the streams, feel free. And hopefully you guys enjoy the tier list. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. I'm out.